to a real fight wasn't right. Where can she dream here?
Hey everybody, how's it going? Different view. That's because I've got a computer that's going through an update. And of course, it has to do it right as we're getting ready for one of the most important shows we've ever had. It's because it's one of Les Simpson's shows. And Les is going to be talking a lot today about the Tranzact Card. Okay, we've been talking about that for a couple weeks now. I'm going to try to pull this in, see if we can get a little more light on me. Not that really seeing me is all that good of a thing, but I guess being able to see me a little bit better. But how these Tranzact cards can be better used, or can be best used by nonprofits. How you can support your supporters as they take care of themselves. How they can support you while they're saving money. And this is a perfect time to do it. One, we all know the economy is tough right now. And two, well, Christmas is right around the corner. The holidays are right around the corner. So there's a lot of money that's going to be being spent. So you might as well save a little bit of money when you can. So we're going to be talking to Les about that. One of the great things, and one of the things I appreciate the most about Les, is we can't do what we do without him. Les is a huge part, a huge sponsor of the 6th annual chili cook-off that you guys just saw. Coming right up, coming December 3rd, up here in Greeley, Colorado. Every time that we get a donation, what we're doing is we're grabbing books. Not particularly this book, but we've got quite a few of these books. We ask you to take and sign the inside cover of these books. Okay, this one's signed by the Goddess of the Grape, Stephanie Samos, and the Samos family, all the way from Pennsylvania, that we're going to be giving to a child in one of the northern Colorado hospitals. Once we give that book to the hospitals, the nurses are going to give it to a child who's in there and visiting the hospital. Look, we know how freaky it is when we, as adults, are in the hospital. Well, as a kid, it's even worse. So this gives a kid something that they can hold on to and they can feel comfortable with, and they know that, wow, look at this. Somebody named the Samos family or the Les Simpson family, they care about me. And so it makes their stay in the hospital a little bit better than what it was before. So it's called the 6th annual Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics. And you can support them, or you can support us by joining. We've got limited spaces available for the Chili Cook-Off and the poker. So remember that. But the great thing about it is that, you know what? You get in, we have fun. You get to watch that American football stuff. I'll probably have my laptop watching hockey, but don't worry about that. I usually do. So, but I'll have that going. But we can have a lot of fun. We want to see who's going to dethrone. If anybody is going to dethrone our great friend, cruise director Sue Sutton from Pirate Radio. She won last year. And so let's see who can beat her this year. Get signed up now. I will be sharing the QR code as soon as my other computer is up and running, and we are close. So, but while we're waiting for that, it is time that I bring on the man with the plan, the man with the best way to save money for you and your family while you're paying your bills using something called the Tranzact Card. Mr. Les Simpson, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. It sounds like that cook-off's going to be something. Yeah, I'll have to tell my wife to put it on the calendar. And especially if they have a gluten-free chili. She's on gluten-free. So, but I'm old-fashioned chili. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely taste a lot of them. So,
It's one of those things that the greatest thing about this is, Les, is that throughout this, throughout the 6 years of doing it, we've had all kinds of different things. Like I'd never even heard of white chili. Never even heard of
I
it.
haven't either.
And it's chicken. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
chicken, and it's got like a milk base in some of them. Some of them don't have the milk base, but it's the white meat, the chicken, and it's delicious. But we've had different buffalo chili. We've had deer chili. We had elk chili. Um, I've turned in on years when we needed another chili. I've made green chili. But like I said, uh, cruise director Sue from Pirate Radio took it last year, and she made a wonderful pot of chili, and we had a great time. She won, and like I said, we get to sit around and watch that orange and blue team play some football, and then we have a bunch of fun just being together, knowing that we're doing some great stuff for the kids.
I got you. Sounds like a lot to look forward to.
So, well, you've got some wonderful news. You've got an update on the Tranzact card. So why don't you get us started with that?
You bet. Well, one of the things I've got a PowerPoint to share here, and but we're really going to be concentrating on what we're going to do with nonprofits. As of November, we become a franchise, and with that, let's see, show screen, share screen. Where is it? There we go. I hope this is it. Nope, that isn't it. Let's see, come back here. Window, try that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go.
All right, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to put this on full screen, Les, so everybody can see it a little bit better. They
Sounds
can
good.
still hear you, but they can see the screen better. How does that sound?
Yep, that looks good. So everybody can see this now?
Yeah, everybody can see it now. Yep.
Okay. Again, what we're going to be concentrating tonight on how nonprofits can really get a lot of funding with this. In fact, to tell you up front, I'm working with a nonprofit attorney out of New York, and we've really designed some programs that nonprofits can benefit from, and she's represented nonprofits for many years, can answer any questions when it gets to that time. We become a franchise November 15th. Now, first off, there's two levels of benefits for the nonprofit. One is for you to go out and actually just work with your supporters. And the other one is where you can actually sign up companies that can provide funding for you. And we're going to talk about both. Now, if it's a company, you're going to actually be able to provide employee benefits for that company, and you get paid for it. And you'll actually help them bring more customers in. And of course, your community fundraising for your own nonprofit, that's the one I'm talking about. And you can generate new revenue from all these. And just to give you an idea about the succession of banking at this point, almost everybody knows that most banking at this point is done digitally or by app. In fact, less than 20% of the people actually go into a branch these days. And because of that, many branches are closing. Well, everything that we do is digital and by app. In fact, what we're going to be able to do for all your supporters is right now there's 155 million people weekly in the United States that use debit cards, and they don't get any benefit from it except for the cash goes through it. Well, we're going to change that big time. In fact, the average family swipes 23 times a month, spending thousands, which will allow you to get funded in many ways. Now, just to give you the real numbers, debit card use at today is $2.7 billion a day. And so I'm sure as a nonprofit, you'd like to be able to cash in on some of that to fund your projects. And the other part that we're really going to be changing is, now I didn't know this because I'm not a gift card sender, but if you're a gift card sender, you're not alone. In fact, 40% of all gifts these days, including holiday gifts, are by gift card. And we're really going to be a game changer in that industry also. We've signed up with 330 retailers that you're going to be able to benefit from. But to start with the basics, your supporters, all they have to do to support you is to transfer their spending money to a FDIC insured checking account in a small bank. And then we issue them this card, the Visa card. Now, what's the difference between this card and all the others they have in their wallet? Every dollar spent is a Z-Buck earned. Now, what's a Z-Buck? Well, to give you an idea, let's say you go out and you fill your gas tank, costs you $70. Now you have 70 Z-Bucks. You go out to dinner for $100. Now you have 100 Z-Bucks. You plan your vacation at Disney for 4,000. Now you have 4,000 Z-Bucks. So it really starts adding up just by doing what your supporters do now. And they don't have to change anything besides that. And now what does a Z-Buck do? First off, this is a very small portion of the manufacturers that are going to be on our e-commerce website. And if you're into electronics, Samsung, LG, Vizio, if you're into kitchen appliances, KitchenAid, if you're into furniture, Ashley, if you're into sports, Spalding, Wilson, TaylorMade, if you're a golfer, as you can see over here, if you're into fashion, we've got Gucci, we've got Rolex, all of this for 30 to 50% off. And that's where we're different. Now, everybody asks us, why can we possibly do 30 to 50% off? Well, the answer is this. When you go into a retail store, and let's say you buy a Columbia jacket, how much do you think is the markup on that? Are you aware it's 30 to 50%? Well, if you aren't, think. That store has to pay their employees. They have to pay their rent. They have to pay their insurance. They have to pay all the different things. So they need that 30 to 50% markup. Well, folks, we don't have any of that. We've contracted directly with the manufacturers. And so we get the same price, but we don't need to mark it up for you. We're going to save that money for you. To give you an example, let's say you're buying a set of Nike shoes. You go on Walmart, you go to Foot Locker, you go to 3 or 4 places, and the same shoes are $100. Well, with us, it's going to be $75 and 25 Z-Bucks. Now, remember, you went out and filled your gas tank. You got 70 Z-Bucks to spend. So right here, electric bike. That's the big rage right now, $699. Again, with us, $454 and 245 Z-Bucks. But let's get down to the daily stuff. There's stuff that's really needed, like young mothers that have to pay $53 for diapers. Well, with us, it's going to be $26 and 27 Z-Bucks. Now, I ask you, how many supporters out there that you have now as a nonprofit would love to have these kind of savings? And all they need to do is transfer some money into pay $25 membership and transfer some money into a small bank account and use our Visa card. So anywhere they swipe it, anywhere in the world, you're going to get paid. And I'm going to show you that. Now, we also have the flash sales. This right here, every day, right now, if you join for 25, you'll find these weekly on our website. For instance, you might get a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses for 120 Z-Bucks. And by the way, as soon as you join, you get 500 Z-Bucks to spend. And then you get 500 Z-Bucks every single week until we launch our banking platform. Maybe you need a new laptop. How about $1,100 Z-Bucks? And Louis Vuitton. Now, one of the ladies told me today that I presented to, she says, boy, I wouldn't have to be guilty anymore if I'm going to buy a Louis Vuitton for 2,300 Z-Bucks. Now, folks, how much do Z-Bucks cost you? Think about that. Nothing. Because you're going to go buy the gas. You're going to go buy the dinner. You're going to go to Disney anyway. So now you get Z-Bucks to buy everything down to wholesale cost. And in the flash sales, she said, man, I can really buy a lot of things with Z-Bucks. And of course you can. All your supporters can. And this is one of the things I really want to concentrate on here is you can have lunch and learns. You can have people bring in their high net worth friends and show them that they can get this fashion wear for 30 to 50% off and some of it actually free. How many of them do you think would put some money into a checking account and use your Visa card? You're going to have tons of supporters if you get the word out. And this just shows some people that actually did the Z-Bucks, the flash sales. This gentleman here got the electric bike. This one got Bose speakers. It's real. And the other thing we are is going to be the premier destination for travel. Again, your high net worth, that if you can give them the Grand Beach by Diamond Resorts for 30 to 50% off, and we're talking hotels, we're talking resort casinos, we're talking private homes, we're talking cruises. If you can give it for 30 to 50% off, and all they need to do is transfer some money into a checking account for their spending and use your card, how many do you think that really want to support your mission? And yes, even cruises. We had 100 cruises go 2 weeks ago, 100 rooms in this, and they got them for 1,250 Z-Bucks for dates 7 through the 10th to the Bahamas. And it was a four-day, 3-night cruise coming up. And so we're going to have these monthly. We're also next year actually going to have a cruise that's all Z-Bucks. Can you imagine how many of your celebrities would like to be on that? There's going to be news all over. Now, the next part, which is, to me, mind-boggling. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to help them save money. And what I mean by that is every time they buy at 330 retailers that have signed up with us to sell their gift cards. Now, for instance, if you're going to buy at Walmart here, you've bought $150 worth of groceries. You stop, you fund this gift card for $150, and Walmart scans it. First off, you have 150 Z-Bucks. Next, we're going to put 1 to 10%, each retailer has a different amount, into a savings account. And so, and for instance, Home Depot, if you're going to buy some window dressings, we bought it for $1,000. Well, if we'd had it when this was on, first off, we'd had 1,000 Z-Bucks, but now we're going to have $20 if it was 2% into a savings account. Again, all we're asking them to do is to do what they're doing now. And 40% of people are doing the gift cards. So we have 330 stores that we're going to be selling their gift cards. The other thing is if you take your holiday list, and let's say you have 10 people you're buying for, and you decide which store you want, you figure out, you fund the gift card, and it's up here, and then you text or email it to the person. And now they have a gift card that they can go into one of whatever 350 stores to purchase from. How many of your supporters don't like going into Walgreens and going online and getting all the gift cards to people that they want? How many of them would love to be able to have an app that they can get gift cards from all the major retailers and send to somebody? Again, this is what you will be able to offer all your supporters. Now, every time somebody refers somebody on the card, then that person gets 500 Z-Bucks. And so they'll be referring people all the time because they get the flash sales, they get the savings. And so your supporters get more Z-Bucks. Now, the cost of membership, I've already said, is $25. In fact, if you join right away at 3waystobanking.com, it's a one-time $25. It's no annual fee. Plus, you get double Z-Bucks for the next year. So when you go out and you fill your tank for $70, you now have 140 Z-Bucks. And you also get free shipment for the first year if you join before November. And so $25, you get all these benefits. Again, it's a no-brainer. And you let your, and after November, it will be 25 annual. So it isn't still a killer. It's also just $1 to each Z-Buck. But now if you join now, you can get all this for Christmas with the gift cards, plus the banking will be up by November. So all of this you can offer. Now, let's talk about what you're actually going to get in money. Now, first off, I have to say this disclaimer. At this point, we're in pre-launch. We don't have the commissions. We don't have all these different things going. This is all projections. At this point, it's not actually real. So just to let you know that. And again, digital branch office. You can have one of these as a side LLC. That's what the nonprofit attorney in New York has worked up. You can do two different things. You can go direct, or you can have a side LLC for the purpose of funding your nonprofit. And a digital branch office is for business owners, booster clubs, nonprofits, and a digital branch office is a franchise. Now, first off, there's two levels that we're talking about here, and I'm going to explain the two. First, why do you want to have this for your supporters? First off, you're going to accumulate customers and earn revenue. Plus, you get to share in the banking fee business. To let you know, last year, banks made $3.1 billion in card transaction fees. Massive. Needless to say, we're in the banking business. And so now you're going to be able to, your supporters will, every time they swipe their card, you're going to be able to benefit from the transaction fees. And if you have you'll be able to experience the growth of the new franchise. And one of the things they always tell, if you're going to be in business, then you always want to have something represent that is consumable. Well, how consumable is spending? And again, anywhere your supporter swipes that Visa card, anywhere in the world Visa is accepted, you're going to get paid. Now, and the benefit is there is no operations cost. and no sharing of the story. All you do is sign up members. And if you do that, we take care of everything else. Your only job is to sign up members. We take care of everything else. Now, there's going to be two levels. One for the nonprofit level. And for those, you pay $35 a month. And with that, you're able to sell our memberships. Now, you get 20 basis points per swipe of the Visa sale of the gift card. Now, to give you that numbers, every $2,500 that they swipe on their Visa card, you're going to get $5. Now, the average debit monthly is $3,800. And the high net worth that you're going after, the average is $10,000. Now, that is $20 a month. Now think about, but beyond the grants and so forth that you're going for, if you have lunch and learns and have your friends bring in their high net worth people and you sign up 100 of them and they average 10,000, you're going to be getting 2,000 a month. And if they sign up 200 over 6 months, you're going to get 4,000 a month. How many nonprofits out there would love to have $4,000 a month? And that just grows. Now, the other thing is one that'll cost you $495 plus putting together an LLC for the purpose of funding your, this one is to start off with $35 a month. If you have the $495 and we put together an LLC for the purpose of funding your nonprofit, then you can go after companies. You can go help fund other nonprofits and get paid for it. This is what we call a digital branch office or a franchise. It's $495 one time and $50 a month. And when you make profit, they take back 10% of it. And again, 500 Z-Bucks awarded. Right now, our banking platform is not up yet. So once you sign up as a DBO or a member, you get 500 Z-Bucks, and we're going to award you 500 Z-Bucks every single week until the new bank platform, which will be the first part of November. And again, you get double Z-Bucks on every purchase if you sign up before November. And we're going to marketing and technology support, DBO training online if you've got the DBO for the purpose of funding your nonprofit. And for the DBO, we have many ways that you will be able to earn to fund your nonprofit. To explain, first off, your DBO, when they find out all those benefits that I showed you can be employee benefits, can you imagine how much employees would love it if they can save 30 to 50% on all the things they're buying? And every time they purchase something, they get something in a savings account. Well, all those business owners, the company will sell them a franchise for $495, and then you get funded from all their employees, and it goes 10 levels deep. Well, just to give you an idea, if you purchased the $495 as a side company and just 3 people signed up under that, you have $9 a month. Now multiply that by 100 or 400. And with the LLC, once you sign up 3 business owners that want to help their employees, you become a manager. And what that does, well, you have 2 ways to become a manager. One is to sign up 3 companies for $495, or pull in 20 members for $25. If you do that within 30 days, you get $500 a month coming in, up to as the company starts making money. And by the way, just to let you know, to clarify that, start making money. At this point, we have 20,000 future franchise owners, the DBOs, and we have 20,000 members. So I don't want to give you the idea that we have to build up to make money. As soon as the everything goes live in November, there'll be millions and millions and millions of dollars in transactions a day. And this does go 10 levels deep for your LLC that you've designed just to fund your nonprofit. And plus, the LLC gets paid for setting up other companies, for setting up nonprofits. There's a lot of different 2 levels, depending upon how much you want funded and how much support you have from companies. Now, this is one of the very interesting parts. We have what we call community revenue. Now, every time the card is swiped, a small amount goes in here. Every time somebody buys from the Z Club, a small amount goes in here. Every time a DBO is purchased, a small amount goes in here. Every time a gift card is purchased of the 330 companies, a small amount goes in here. Now, what this is for is to support the people. For instance, you had that site LLC, you've signed up for 3 other companies. You're now a manager. Now that company, if they've done it within 30 days, it's a fast start bonus, and now you get $500 a month. If it took more than 30 days, it's up to $250. Now, once those 3 sign up 3 apiece, then you're now a senior manager. And now you got $1,500 a month coming in just for the purpose of funding your nonprofit, if that's what you want. As you can see, it goes very high. This is only if you signed up 231 companies, and there have the members. Then this is the amount that's coming in per month to support. And again, we can set up the LLC for the purpose of supporting nonprofits. A manager revenue example. If you were a manager and you had 60 card members, averaging $2,500 a month. Remember, on your high net worth, the average $10,000. But in this case, they're getting $90 a month. Now, this person, did not make the 20 in the first month. So they're at the $250 a month in the community. And this is what they get for setting up the different DBOs. So they're getting $470 a month to start with. Now, one of the things also that I'm Dr. Mark DePrince, I'm on his team, and he really believes this is the new barter system. And so for patients and so forth that can't afford his services, he will be using Z-Bucks to pay for part of it, which we can get into. There's many different ways. For instance, if you have a doctor that wants to support your nonprofit, you can sign them up and they can do this. And so the current TCM benefits recap, if you signed up tonight, before November, is $25 one time, and you get all this benefits. 500 Z-Bucks weekly and to the new bank platform, and double Z-Bucks for the first year. An exclusive Z-Cup membership, you get free shipping and the Power Save account the first year, and 500 Z-Bucks per referral bonus. And again, you do all that at 3ways2banking.com, and it will give you a 3-minute video, which is a kind of summary of some of that I've said tonight. And then you just sign up as a member for $25 one time. And then we can talk about the nonprofits stuff because if you're getting these benefits before November and you tell your board and so forth about it, they're going to be very excited to sign up the nonprofit to get the money also. And the new DBO steps to success. if it's achieved within 30 days, then again you get $500 a month, and you get this waived. If it's after 30 days, it's $250 a month, and you still get the waived, but what you're missing is the $250 instead of $500. And to let you know at this point, we're already approved by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the National Restaurant Association, ARP, and for charities like yourself, we're already going to be working with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and the Juvenile Diabetes, the Arthritis Foundation, the American Lung Association. All of these we're going to be working with, but those are national. You as a small nonprofit can be taken care of like the likes of these. So you're really putting yourself in a position that I guess you'd say is very, I almost want to say royal, because you're joining a group like these. If your nonprofit will be in the same category. And I won't go through this, because what this is simply if you were going out to buy a franchise for the purpose of, because our franchise is so different. A regular franchise, you're paying $25,250, or McDonald's is $1.5 million, and then you have to train for 3 to 6 months. Then there's a monthly expense. You have to deal with hiring staff and all that. No time off. Owned by a franchise. Building lease is expensive, employees annoying, so forth. With us, all it is $495 and $50 a month, and you have a franchise. And you can have the side LLC for the purpose of funding your nonprofit. Questions?
I don't really have any questions right now, but I do have a little bit of work that I was doing while you were talking. And I think that this is something that people will find very, very interesting. Okay. So the average, and these are all Colorado averages, the average home. So your average home payment is $1,342. The average groceries for a family of 4, and this is a month, is $1,047. The average utilities for a family of 4 is $371. The average car payment is $539, for a total of $3,299 less. If you paid all of these things using your Z card, you'd get, and especially right now, you'd get double Z points. So you would get 6,000, almost 6,600 Z bucks simply by paying your bills with this card, right?
Exactly.
What? and look, that's that cruise.
Yep.
That's that cruise for 1 month, paying bills for 1 month.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was just sitting here kind of thinking to myself. I was thinking about putting out, what do I spend every month for my mortgage and for everything else? And I'm like going, geez, I don't want people to know how poor I am. So I decided to go and just do the average. But yeah, these are all Colorado averages. And like I said, I did this on a family of 4 size. And this isn't based on credit or anything. These are just numbers that are based on averages. So $3,299. Imagine using that card, which only costs you $25 to get, not $25 a month, because there is no monthly fee, is there?
Nope.
No monthly fee. By the way, guess what? Your debit card that you got right now, there's a monthly fee on it. There is a monthly fee. I will guarantee you, I don't care if it's Chase, I pay a monthly fee every month. That's just the way it is. So $3,299 that can go towards getting things for less expensive. One of the other things that I noticed on there, a couple of the names that I noticed on the brands, you saw, oh gosh, there was a toy company and I can't remember what it was, but they do the Transformers and toys like that. Toys that are really popular with kids. And let's be honest, Christmas is expensive. Nintendo was on there. All these other gaming systems. Samsung, we all know the new Apple's out. I didn't see Apple on your list, but I'm pretty sure that, if you guys are working with them.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. This was a very small list.
Yeah. So, but, look, the iPhone's out. So, Samsung's sitting there going, hey, well, looks like we need to get our phone up now too. So, and Samsung is on that list. Look, this is just a way that you can take care of your family. This is a way you can take care of yourself. And nonprofits, this is a way that you can take and you can support the people who support you by helping them save money, by helping them make purchases. I think one of the best things that you said in this whole thing, Les, was when you were talking about the diapers.
Yep.
I remember when my son was born, my baby boy, and of course he's 22 now. The people at the office lounge where I worked at the time, they went and they bought us $300 worth of diapers. Okay. I went and I started loading up my car and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with all these diapers? Les, they were gone in less than 2 months. Gone. Okay. So that where you're spending, you're spending $46 and using 47 Z-Bucks instead of spending, instead of spending almost 100. They're right there, and I mean, imagine doing that and supporting a single mom who's going through troubled times right now. Kids are expensive. They really are. So, but I mean, I love this program, and I'm so excited for it to get going and seeing what we can do. What not? Do you have any nonprofits signed up with you right now on this? You personally?
No, I don't. I've only talked to one, and so I haven't been able to talk to nonprofits at this point.
Well, I know that we're going to be talking to
now all the national ones. We have Make-A-Wish, we have Salvation Army, we have the national ones, but not local.
Well, I know I was just while you were talking, I was just talking to my great friend Dennis Schroeder, and I told him that I'm sending him this video as soon as we're done because everything that they do is they create storybooks that tell the life of our heroes that die. And they create these beautiful books that tells the story of the life of the people who pass away, and I think I think that they're wonderful. I know that I'm can't wait to introduce you to some of the new ones we have, the Aziza Project, and all these other ones that we've got on that are coming in. We got it. We just signed with a brand new. We just signed with a brand new nonprofit in your area that I unfortunately couldn't get a hold of her today, but I really wanted to. But and of course I'm lost lost the name, but we've been signing up we have a couple nonprofits. I know that we've got Hydro with Hope, which is about hydrocephalus, which is brain disease. They're a brand new one down in the Colorado Springs area. Mental Magic is in Denver. Wonderful program. I think that they're going to enjoy meeting you. Art and Wellness is a brand new organization down there in the Denver area. So these are people that we're excited to be taking and introducing them to this program. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days before I thankfully get to take a day or two off next week while I go and get surgery. I want to personally take and thank you for the assistance to helping me get that done. So thank you, sir. But look, our nonprofits, and this is to everyone out there, our nonprofits work their butts off. And if you've ever said to yourself, I love what these guys do, these guys and gals, I love what they do. I don't understand why nobody hears about them. How come nobody supports them? Why aren't more people supporting them? This is a perfect gift for them. The introduction to less is the perfect gift for them because this gives them incentive. This gives them a chance to take spending and turn it into exactly what we do here at Community Pay It Forward. It turns spending into support. So, Les, once again, just if you can, just kind of give them an overview on how the donation part works. How does the nonprofit make money with the card? Can you just one more time go over that?
There's two levels. First off, if a nonprofit starts at $35 a month, what they do is they go out to their supporters. The supporter signs up for $25, and then they transfer their spending money to a small bank, and then they start using the card. Every time they use that card, the nonprofit gets the numbers every $2,500 they're going to get $5. So and if they go after the high net worth, their average spend is $10,000 a month. So each of the higher net worth are going to give them $20. And so if they have lunch and learns from high net worth to bring their friends, and so if they have 100, that's $22,000 a month. Now, once they get that, if they don't have the funding for the LLC, because the attorney in New York charges $1,500 to set up the LLC for the purpose of funding a nonprofit, and then they pay the $495. So total of $2,000. Now they can go after companies. They can support other nonprofits and get paid for it. But to start off with is the $35 a month. And as soon as they have 18,000 in credit card use, that pays for that 35. And so it only takes two high net worth, 18,000, or like four normal people at 3,800. And so, and they actually get cash. And then our nonprofit attorney works with them as far as the funding. But again, once they have the money, the $2,000, then we set up a side LLC for the purpose of funding. And then we can talk much larger amounts coming in.
Okay, so we're just going to put it in the numbers that I gave you guys earlier. Okay, there's the numbers. I wrote them down. Say you have 100 people that 100 followers in your nonprofit, and you convince those 100 people to pay their monthly bills using the Z card. $500. And it didn't cost them anything extra. It didn't cost them a dime extra to make those purchases. not a dime extra. You're not asking them to spend anything extra. Just use the card, make the purchases with the card, pay their mortgage, pay their car payment, you know, go to their local grocery store, buy their groceries there. When that happens, you know, $5. If you got 100 people doing it, $500. $500 simply by people using the card. And by the way, then these people are also earning stuff like the Louis Vuitton bag or the laptop or the trip. I mean, this is just beneficial for everyone all the way around. So I think it's, again, I think it's a wonderful program, and I am so glad that you've introduced us to it. And I know that we're excited for it to get up and running, but and get ours up and running and do all that stuff. So, and Les, what's the best way to get a hold of you, my friend?
Well, first off, if they want to watch a 3-minute video of the summary of the benefits, and they can go to 3ways2banking.com. That's a redirect. And after the 3-minute video, it'll ask them if they want to join for the 25. It'll also ask them if they want to look into the digital bank office for $4.95. If they press the look into the digital branch office, then it'll ask for their email, and they'll send them another 18-minute video that explains the digital bank office. The other thing there will say is share with friends, and it'll come up and it'll have all the different social things or emails that you can send to friends to let them know about this. And if you want to contact me directly, it's 303-579-6881 or less at 3ways2banking.com. But go watch the video, and it will really be a heartstring, because the banks are making money, the retailers are making money, but what are we doing? We're penny pinching.
Is this the video here?
Yes. If you press it, it lasts about 3 minutes.
Well, here we go. We're going to watch it. Oh, I guess I could press the one on the actual computer instead of pressing the other one.
Last year, as we all swiped our cards, banks cashed in, raking in a whopping $3.1 billion in fees alone. Meanwhile, retail prices shot through the roof, and retailers saw record earnings. But what about the average American? They didn't get the same boost. Instead, many were left penny pinching to deal with those soaring costs. This isn't the American dream. Something needs to change, and it needs to change now. Meet Tranzact Card. Now banking changes forever. Just like Uber disrupted transportation and Amazon disrupted retail, Tranzact Card is here to disrupt banking with unparalleled rewards and positive social impact. But how? Here are 3 game-changing reasons. First, the Tranzact Card. While it may appear as just an ordinary Visa bank card, the card is packed with extraordinary features, including an exceptionally generous rewards match. You've probably seen other cards with the typical offer like a 1%, 2%, or even 5% rewards match on purchases. But guess how much Tranzact Card matches?
You have to press it.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure it's...
Good guess, but it's actually a mind-blowing 100%. That's right. For every dollar you spend, Tranzact Card rewards you with a 1-for-1 match in Z-Bucks. Every dollar you spend earns you an equal amount in Z-Bucks. Every purchase, every day. Imagine doubling your buying power and making the money you are already spending go twice as far. Number 2, enter Z-Bucks and Z-Club. Spend $127 on groceries. Get 127 Z-Bucks. Use these Z-Bucks to buy down the price on hundreds of thousands of items in Tranzact Card's vast online marketplace called Z Club. Shop national brands and everyday items from dish soap to diapers to fashion, luxury, and even travel. And 3, reinvesting in its members. In a world where most banks prioritize shareholder profits, Tranzact Card prioritizes member benefits, from zero cash flash sales to Z-Bucks offers and more. Tranzact Card is breaking the mold, putting customers first and giving them a financial boost. Now that's disruption. A disruption that's quickly gaining traction with more than 20,000 Americans already enrolled with Tranzact Card. And that's just during its pre-launch phase. Brace yourself for Tranzact Card's official launch coming this November. So how can you be a part of the Tranzact Card revolution? Order your Tranzact Card today. For just $25, you'll receive 500 Z-Bucks on your very first card swipe. Plus, during our pre-launch phase, you'll earn double Z-Bucks on all purchases for an entire year after the launch. And the best part? Your $25 annual fee is waived forever. Or become a digital branch office. As a cardholder, you can apply to participate in Tranzact Card's income opportunity by becoming a digital branch office. As a DBO, you earn from purchases made by those affiliated with your unique Tranzact Card digital branch. Just picture it. It's income rolling in with every Tranzact Card swipe and every Z Club transaction made via your digital branch office. Whether you're an entrepreneur, gig worker, or a stay-at-home parent, Tranzact Card may be just the right fit for you to finally supplement your income. Click to learn more. Lastly, spread the word. Don't keep the good news of Tranzact Card a secret. Let friends, family, and colleagues in on the incredible value of Tranzact Card. For only $25, they can also start doubling their buying power too. The time to join the Tranzact Card revolution has never been better. Join today and be part of helping your family and friends double their buying power.
One of the things that I think is extremely important about that, Les, is they showed somebody using their digital wallet on their phone, so the Z card can be used as a with your digital wallet. And I know that that's so important because carrying around on credit cards is dangerous. You can lose them, whatever. So
Yep.
So you can add it to a digital wallet. That's just another advantage of what's going on. So again, wonderful program. I think this is something that you can support nonprofits and support your family. $371 every month, or I'm sorry, $1,047 every month on groceries. With those Z-Bucks, some of these other things, you can knock off some of that cost just because you spend the money on groceries, buying the kids' school clothes and stuff like that. You can save money by doing that. So, 3waystobanking.com is the website. 303-579-6881. That's 303-579-6881, or Les at 3waystobanking.com. Les, LES, at 3waystobanking.com. Well, sir, 33 days, 5 hours, 56 minutes, and 12 seconds before the launch.
Correct.
And people need to get in now to get all the benefits, right?
Yeah, to get the Z-Bucks build up for once we launch, you want thousands of Z-Bucks so you can start buying Christmas presents.
Yep. Well, and that is the perfect time to do it. So, well, thank you so much, Les. Another great show. I will be introducing, like I said, I will be sharing this episode with a bunch of the nonprofits. I'll probably spend quite a bit tomorrow sending you introduction emails. So hopefully we can get some nonprofits in there. Again, the best thing you can do for a nonprofit is share information like this with them. It's so important because you know what? They're so busy doing other things. They can't keep their mind, look, we're all a little empty-minded at times. When you're trying to run an organization like that, your mind is very, very busy. Call Les at 303-579-6881. Thank you, Les. I appreciate it.
You bet.
We'll talk to you next month, okay?
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. $3,299 that can turn into Z-Bucks that you can take and buy other items. You can get huge discounts on things. Some of the stuff that they're saying, okay, you can get stuff like Nike for the price of Walmart shoes. I mean, I'm not trying to be an elitist here or anything, but, if you have a chance to get Nike instead of, Snicky, you might as well do that. And if you get it and you don't have to spend anything extra, you definitely ought to do that. So get a hold of Les at 3waystobanking.com, Les at 3waystobanking.com. Again, I think it's a program that's just fantastic. And I think that it's, look, like they say, they're going to take over the banking world. They're going to change the banking world. So, hey guys, we're going to spend about the next little bit. We're going to be talking about a couple of events that we've got coming up. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be playing last week's show. We've reduced this show to an hour and a half. And then what we're going to do is we're going to share the previous week's show. So like you'll also see this week's show, tonight's show, you're also going to see that next week as soon as we're done with our second half of the wine show. So, which is great because then I get to share this information with you again. So, and by the way, you can always go onto the YouTube channel and you can go into where you can go into it and find pACT, pACT podcasting. You can always play all these, or you can go into Les Simpson shows. They're also under podcasting. You can watch every episode from the beginning with Les. The first event that we've got coming up, played the video a little bit earlier. Going to play the video again here in a minute. But right now, the Chili Cook-Off, Texas Hold'em tourney, and which is the Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics. 6th annual, Key Largo Lounge, December 3rd. It's $25 entry for the chili. $5 of every entry is going to go to the People's Choice winner. $50 for the poker entry. $10 of every entry is going to go towards the winner of the entire tournament. The rest of the money is going to go to buy books for kids, buy board games, buy little puzzle books and stuff like that for family waiting rooms in northern Colorado hospitals. We need your sponsors. You can see some wonderful, wonderful sponsors like Les Simpson, Wellness Tech Plus, right up there up top. Z World Webs, Rider Justice, Key Largo Lounge, of course, Zafiri Corp, Auxilia, and O'Sullivan Law Firm. Always, always, always supporting everything that we're doing. So please visit them and pay respects to them because they're helping us put together this wonderful program. If you scan that QR code, you can get entered. Again, limited spaces available for chili and poker. So you want to get in now. Don't wait. If you wait, it may be too late. God, I've always wanted to kind of say that. Not really, but I did. So this is again, this is our 6th anniversary doing this. Should be our 8th, but had that little thing called COVID. Couldn't do much about it. COVID really did a number on our restaurants and bars, as many of you guys know. So this is one where you can come and you can support Soterios, who's been with us since the beginning. Soterios was here day one. He's here, 8 years later with us, doing fantastic things, helping us stay afloat and supporting what we're doing. They're at Key Largo Lounge every Wednesday and Friday. If you think you're a rock star, you can go and prove it, or country star. I don't want to be a rock elitist here. If you think that you're a country singer, you can go do some karaoke. I know that my wife loves karaoke. Her and the grandkids get together and they sing their little hearts out, and I sit there and watch hockey. I don't sing. I'm a terrible singer. So I, at one point in time, I thought I had a bright idea, because I was going to see, we were going to have a competition to see who made me wish I was deaf in my good ear, since I'm already deaf in one, and we were going to try to see who was the worst karaoke singer. And I realized real quickly, well, you don't have to look, that's you. So, but but every Wednesday and every Friday night at Key Largo Lounge, they have karaoke. 3621 West 10th Street in Greeley, 3621 West 10th Street. It's right across the street from the Safeway on 10th, right next to the big yellow grocery store, the Produce King or whatever that's called. It shares a building with the Kinkos and with the auto sound business. So, but going in there, it's a great time. It's got the good old fashioned bar feel. Okay. It's not like going into one of these yuppie hoity toity bars. It's actual going in there and feeling normal, feeling like hanging out with friends. So this is coming up on December 8th again. And I could not do this without all of my great sponsors. And we're just so happy to bring you the 2023 Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics. So again, that's the 6th annual Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics. The second event that I want to talk about very briefly for right now, because you're going to hear a lot about it here upcoming. Yes, I started thinking about it the other day, and it's almost here, February 22nd. Many of you guys know February 22nd for the last 2 years, I have hosted a 22-hour podcast for veteran suicide. It will happen again. We will be talking, bringing awareness for those 22 hours for veteran suicide. And we are looking for sponsors for both of these events. Look, they spent a lot of money on the number 22, but the truth is, the true number hasn't been 22 for quite a while. Last year, when we went live, the number was at 47. 47 veterans a day took their lives. 1%, gals and guys, 1% right now of society, 1% joins the military. The numbers are down terribly. Not going to sit here and I'm not going to rail on anybody. I'm not going to say, what are you doing? I didn't join. I'm not a veteran. I'm a patriot. I love my country. I love the ones who serve my country. I'm willing to do whatever I can to make sure that they are safe, that they are happy, and we're going to work towards getting them to a place where they feel comfortable. Every day we're going to do something to try to help. 47. Because they lost hope. They lost a war that nobody else can see. Thursday, February 22nd, we're going to be back. It starts at 2 a.m., goes all the way to midnight. I'll make everyone the same deal. We are going to have nonprofits that we're going to be raising money for throughout that whole time. Okay? Every time you make a donation during that time, it's going to go to a nonprofit. Businesses, if you would like to purchase an hour to where you can have your logo behind me for that entire hour telling people this is where we're at, you can come on, you can join us, you can be my co-host for that hour. There's many different packages, but that way you get to talk to people about your support of our wonderful heroes. We need you to make sure that we can continue to take care of our veterans and make sure that we get them, again, well taken care of, and they can beat this invisible war. The atrocity that's going on across the seas right now. I send my love and I send my support to everyone that's innocent and being affected by this. There are some very, very, very bad people doing some very, very stupid, mean, horrible, horrible things. There's something that needs to be remembered, though, okay? Here in America, we have things like, we have enemies like Russia. But we need to remember, not every Russian is like that. There are innocent people over there that are stuck because people are doing evil things in their country. All I want to say is we send our love and our support to Israel. We send our love, we send our support to all of those people who are being injured. I hope that the American families get out of there and get to come home. But more importantly, I hope that no more families, sorry about that, I hope that no more families have to watch their children die, that have to watch mom and dad die, grandma and grandpa die. I hope these evil regimes get quickly defeated. This kind of evil is just, it's unbelievable. And it hurts everyone. All I'm going to do is please ask that you make sure that you support the ones that need your support right now. I made a comment yesterday, and I truly hope this comes through, that this is a terrible, terrible thing that's going on, but I hope this kind of brings a little bit of solidification to our country that's been terribly divided over a lot of things. I think the one thing that most of us in this country, of course, there are some people out there that they can't get out of their own damn way. And that's just the way it is. So, look, not everything's redeemable. But I really hope this is the one thing that can take and turn some of us around and make us realize there are some things in this world that we need to stand together for. And a regime that's out there right now that are stacking up, that are slaughtering any human beings, but children. We need to get together right now, and we need to make sure that they understand this is not right. We need to stand up and make sure that we can try to support anything and everything we can do to support them. My name is Zach Clayton, President and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the pACT channels. I thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to play a couple more information videos, a couple things that are really, really important because there's a lot of causes out there that, again, you're going to be seeing again on February 22nd. So please make sure that you look out and you support as many causes as you can.
Attention business owners, this is your captain speaking. Fasten your seatbelts as we prepare your business to take off. Hi, I'm Joe, your captain of online reviews. Give me a thumbs up if your reputation is important to your business success. Excellent, thank you, and welcome on board. Today, online reviews tell your prospects about the quality of services that you provide. As a matter of fact, online reviews are the new word-of-mouth advertising, so if you don't have a flight plan in place to get 5-star reviews, your reputation could be hijacked by one bad review, crashing your business. So what we do is we put you in the cockpit with our automation called Give Me a Thumbs Up. Our technology can actually predict whether your clients will write a good review or a bad review before we even ask them. So if you'd like to learn more about this technology, book your flight with Captain Joe today so that tomorrow you can sit back, relax, and watch your 5-star business take off.
Please remember to stick with us. Starting here in about 6 minutes, we've got the week 1 of the introduction to the Aziza project, raising money with the goddess of the grapes, Stephanie Samos, talking about what they're all about, what they do, and how they go forth in supporting women with gynecological needs and reproductive issues. We're going to be back next week. We're going to be, we've got the 2 Stephanies who are going to join us next week. We will not have a show on Monday, a live show on Monday for Footprints Forward. You guys, thank you. Your guys' support is going to get it to where I get to go and have this surgery on Monday. 17 months ago, I tore my shoulder. And I've gone through a lot trying to get this surgery done. And because they delayed and hemmed and hawed and heed and whatever the hell they do, I didn't get it. Friday of last week, they tell me, we're going to give you your surgery, but you have to pay for it up front. Your copay. Well, hell. That's exactly what my thought was, well, hell. Adrian was like, we can get this done. We can do it. You know, she is my rock. She is my when it comes to it, she's the optimist of the group, the optimist of my life. So, and which is nice because I was sitting there going, what the F are we going to do? Well, guess what? We're going to get it done. The surgery is going to happen on Monday. And I thank all of you for the support. So we will not have a Footprints Forward on Monday. This upcoming Monday, it will be back the following Monday, and we will be continuing our mission to tell stories. But stay tuned right now for week 1 of the episode with Stephanie Samos and Stephanie Berman of the Aziza Project. Learn about what's going on here. Guys, this is just as important as it is to the women. It seriously is. Because I'm telling you how frustrating it can be to have a doctor tell your female companion that, well, we can't figure it out. And then after a while, you start thinking, well, what the hell's going on? You start thinking weird things. Yet she's not getting any better. There's a lot of stories in my own life that have happened that are like this. So please make sure that you tune in, you watch what's going on, and support. You can support them simply by shopping with our wonderful, wonderful giving partners who are here just to make sure everyone is taken care of. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the pACT channel. I will see you guys next week. Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. everybody, please remember, let's get together. Let's come together right now because there's a lot of crazy crap going on. They need us to be together. Let's get together. Let's support each other. Let's support those who are being taken advantage of and being hurt. Nobody needs to go it alone when we all come together.
Stepping out of her fear, bring me home. Out alone, show me the way. You wanna be a part of Sunset Boulevard.